Hi, this is Sherry and this is Soul Conscious. And this is going to be the weekend forecast for this upcoming weekend, um, where I give you a little bit of wisdom and insight that kind of like guided messages that come to me through meditation and some cards that I pull along with what I do is pull a mood card and some other cards that I've hand drawn to kind of get a message or a tone that needs to be relayed for this upcoming weekend, for this weekend forecast. So uh, the main message that I got, because there's always a main message, and then when I pull my cards that I've drawn personally, it helps usually kind of reinforce that message that I'm maybe got before I sit down here to do these videos with you today. So one of the messages, the main message that I got is that, and I saw this in the weekly forecast that I did, that about this change of perspective that maybe we're gaining a new a different perspective on something, some aspect in our life, and that could be pertain to anything in our lives. It doesn't have to be to one specific thing. But it seems like a lot of people in the collective right now are gaining a new perspective on something in their lives. And it has been up until this point, until they gained this new perspective, it's been quite a burden. It's been something that a lot of people have been, whatever your problem is that you're gaining the new perspective on in your life, it's something that you've toiled with, that you've been up in your head about, that you couldn't get off your mind, that it became a burden. And you're finally, because you've gained this new perspective, you're laying that to rest. It's finally being laid to rest, and you're ready. We're on that precipice of making that change from that new perspective that we gained in our life. We're wanting to plant those seeds of change in our life. And what I'm being drawn to is now is an important time to really plant those seeds and implement that change, and kind of distance ourselves away from the things that no longer serve us, that were part of that the old way of thinking, the old way of new being, and move toward that new way of thinking for us, whatever that is for you. And also, the other thing with that is, when you're moving, like as you're moving forward and wanting to implement this change in your life, pay attention to what attracts you as you walk in that new mindset or new mind frame that you have. um, pay really a close attention to the things around you and what you're being drawn toward and what you're attracted towards, because that usually comes from a place in your soul that it's kind of your inner knowing, your intuition, gut feeling, um, higher self. There's lots of many different names for it people use, but that's your compass that's helping you, guide you in the direction that you're supposed to move. Because now that you've made that decision that's what you want in your life, it's a form of manifestation, self-realization, and you will start to attract things into your life that will complement and suit that new perspective that you've gained, if you're open and aware to it. So that's kind of where I want to start the reading at. I think that was the important thing that needed to come across for this weekend. I was feeling very strongly, and definitely picked up on some of the messages that came through for this week when I did the weekly forecast. So let's go ahead and get our feeling or mood for the weekend. I know during the week I do the day-to-day, but for the weekend I just do kind of an overall for the weekend to make these a little bit shorter. So I got this little bit of kind of a nerdy feeling for our mood for the weekend. Kind of, maybe it's still that implementation, almost that, maybe researching or gaining new insight or on that new perspective that, ready to take action, which is, that's kind of the message I was getting. We're ready to take action on something. Maybe you're deciding, maybe one of the things you've decided to do is to take a new path in your life and learn something new, start over, do a new career. And so you're getting ready to take classes or learn something new to make those changes in your life. And if you are, good for you. I mean, I fully, wholeheartedly encourage people to always keep learning and growing and doing new things. That's one thing I never stop doing in my life, is I'm always trying to learn and grow and see things from different perspectives, because it only makes us a better person when we do that. So these are cards that came up during the week, and I don't remember which day they came up for, but I definitely remember them coming up over at least 2 of the 3 cards coming up during the weekly forecast for this week. And we have the family card and that pieces fitting together card, which I know came up during the week. And this was a new one, which is that, bright ideas, and which really fits with this kind of, ready to learn something new or figure something out, kind of nerdy feeling. I really like that I love how stuff ties together. The family card, like I said, that comes in, and I know for the week message, it seemed like the weekly message this week tied into more a relationship dynamic, whether that be a spouse, a partner, a sibling, a parent. It tied into a dynamic related to a specific, more around a person, which when this came out in the week, it was more about, like stability in your home life, or what you consider to be home, or making some changes or perspectives that might help bring some more stability into your life. And I still feel that is the case. I still feel with what came out, that the changes in perspective that we're making are going to bring more happiness and stability into our lives. It's something we've decided for ourselves that we need to implement in our lives, and we're standing right now on that precipice of wanting to bring about that change in our lives for ourselves. And if you're on that journey and this resonates with you, I fully support you, and I wish you the greatest of luck. I know that you can do it. I believe in you, and I hope everyone learns to believe in themselves, because believing in yourself is the most powerful thing that you can do, because when you believe in yourself, you can literally do anything and everything your heart desires. So if you are a person that doesn't, maybe has some confidence or self-esteem issues, really sit and take the time to learn how to love yourself, because it is really the most important thing that you can do. Because when you love yourself, you become your true, authentic self. You show that, and it's reflected in the world around you. And when we drop those masks and we become our true authentic self, and we feel confident being who we are in the world, it just makes the world overall a better place. So if you like these videos and you like these messages that I do for you, please feel free to like, subscribe, and share these videos however you see fit. I look forward to, getting to know as many people as I can, and hope that I shed some light on this bleak world right now, because I want to bring some hope and some joy and some wisdom and insight into it that maybe helps somebody out there, grow in their life. So I love you so much. Joy, love, and light. I hope you have a really great weekend. See ya.